Papaya 9, not news, with Neel and Jonas.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Papaya 9. This is The Island. We are here, joined today with a very special guest, our editor.
Yeah.
What's up?
Kyle Rehl is here.
Welcome.
And, more importantly, Kyle's a guy who's very funny.
There it is.
This is the eulogy.
Yeah, I do feel like I'm watching my own eulogy as if like, Neel is bombing at my funeral right now.
Kyle was a man.
He
had
listen, I'll be in the back. I'll clap one time. One time.
He had eyes and ears, and we liked him.
This is an interesting. This is an interesting guest, Kyle, here, because there's an unspoken rule in the podcast world.
That's true.
You understand?
That's true.
Is that you don't share your editor.
You don't share.
You don't share.
That's true.
Your editor. This is just what you don't do.
You don't want
in the podcast game.
You don't want the information to get out.
Right.
That's so true. Because
Right.
now people are gonna be scrambling for you, bro.
Right.
I'm sure my inbox is gonna be flooded.
Right. He actually came out here to get work.
yeah. So anyway, thanks for having me on. If you want to look at my website,
check my LinkedIn.
My resume's on there.
I can cut through a lot of fat. A lot. No, man. It's great. This worked out. You know, we are friends prior to through stand up.
Yes.
And the comedy world out here, and over pandemic, I think you offered. I asked to edit this podcast, and it's just been such a.
Yeah, it's been a fun run. It's been a fun ride.
It's been something, man.
Right.
It's been something.
And dude, thank you for jumping on board too, man. Thank you.
Of course, dude. I like what you guys have here at the island. Yeah. I like the chemistry,
Thank you.
the Papayan vibes.
Yeah.
You know,
have you had a papaya?
I think I have.
I can look at your skin and tell you've never had a papaya. You've never had. I can look at your skin.
Here's the thing. I can't say yes or no because maybe at some point it slipped in a smoothie or something.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I can't.
Only by
really know.
accident.
Yeah. Never intentionally.
Surprise.
Right. No, you had
Like
cantaloupe. That's what it was. It was cantaloupe.
Yeah. That's a
That's it, dude.
Papaya.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude. I think we've talked about cantaloupe before on this podcast, but
Yeah.
it is the lesser of orange fruits.
Yes. It's the
gosh.
bottom of the pyramid, right?
For sure.
It is.
It's the pariah, the untouchables.
For sure.
There's too many of them. They're producing them at too high of a rate.
Now we do. I will say this. When me and Neel are recording this, man. Neel always says how bad he feels for you. Neel always expresses how bad he feels for you.
Well, no, but
can I just say that means a lot, Neel? I appreciate
no, he really does.
Understanding.
The first thing he thinks about.
Empathizing with me.
I look into the camera. You can see those looks.
I'm sorry.
Please stay.
It's that Sarah McLachlan music. Please stay.
Yeah, I do have to cut that out of every episode.
Oh man, but geez, no, because the thing was, I tried to edit the first episode.
Right.
And going through that, I was like, we need to outsource this immediately.
Hard.
I understood outsourcing immediately in that moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Neel called me immediately. He was just like, dude, I just tried. It's like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like,
it can wear you down, I think. Yeah. For sure.
It's just
It's a lot of looking at yourself, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
It's the mental thing.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah.
You
but
know.
this is what you do. You're an editor, right? Aren't you? Like this? Isn't this what you do professionally?
Yeah. I do like video editing and stuff. I used to work at the Laugh Factory. I did like video editing there for their Instagram and stuff.
Dude, you did. Man, you posted that thing on Twitter, man. That thing killed me, man. You did your set in front of the director.
Oh, in front of Zack Snyder.
Zack.
Yeah.
Bro, run that by. I mean, did you know it was Zack? You didn't know it was Zack until actually the end.
Yeah, exactly. I was just it was just.
And where was this?
It was at a open space theater. It was Mike Falzone's show. Shout out to Mike Falzone. He does this like crowd work show. Right. And the whole concept of the show is everyone just talks to people in the crowd. And I was like, towards the end of the show, most people in the front had been selected, so I kind of was like pointing in the dark and just asked this guy what his name was, and I could tell like immediately like he hated that I was talking to him. And I was like, well, this is a crowd work show, so like that's funny. Like, why are you here if you don't want people to talk to you? Or whatever.
He sits so close to the front.
Yeah. He was like third row. I mean,
did he have a Superman shirt on too?
yeah, he's like Clark Kent. He has glasses and stuff. No, yeah, I had no idea. And like I get it. Like in retrospect, it's like if you don't want to be like called out in front of everyone and then everyone like talks to you after the show or whatever.
Right.
But in the moment, it's just like, who is this guy? Like whatever. But yeah, I didn't know until after someone came up to me and they're like, no, that was really him. I just thought maybe it was someone like messing with me, like fucking with me.
Oh, so you didn't meet up with him after? There was no like link afterwards?
I did though. Yeah. Someone came up to me and they're like, it was really him. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay. I was like, I wasn't sure. And that they confirmed it. And then so like I went outside and he was
apologized?
there. Profusely. I was like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Snyder.
Oh, by the way, I wrote this spec for a superhero movie called Kyle. Just about a dude whose superpowers being really chill and like cool to hang out with. If you're interested.
Oh
He's an
God.
editor by day.
Oh my God, dude! I should write this now.
Was he cool? Was he like he was like, oh, it's okay, man.
Yeah,
I
he
have
was
till
such a
time.
good sport about it. He kind of like came up to me and he like grabbed me by. This was actually before I met up with him outside. He was like walking out of the room, and he like grabbed my shoulders and he was like playfully like, oh, why did you do that like that? And I was like, okay. And then I realized it was him, like for real. Someone told me it was him. And then I like went out there and I was just talking to him. I was like, thanks for being a good sport. And he was like, no, it's totally fine. Yeah, he was a good dude about it.
Nice.
He took a picture of me.
You're probably blackballed and now we're sitting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And then he like as soon as he gets in his car, he like tells his assistant. He calls his assistant. Yeah. Kyle Rehl. Just hangs up the phone. Like, what does that mean?
There's just someone zip tied to a desk in West Hollywood. Some college intern. Like an eyes are bloodshot.
Because people really don't know, man. You know, at these kind of shows, because people directors, they do show up to shows, but that's very few. Like they don't go out to shows a lot at all. Maybe like once a year. That's probably the only stand up show he's been to all year. Maybe in two. Yeah. You know, like I've done shows next to the Netflix building, not one executive, not even an assistant, not even the janitor, like just not. You understand?
Right. Yeah, no, it was a 1 in a million thing too. Because I at one point he was like, "What movie directors do you know that are named Zach?" And I just off the top of my head was like Zack Snyder. I didn't like see him or anything and think it was him. It was totally random that that was actually him, and I was like,
that's crazy.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
I can tell you
that
right
part
now,
blew my mind.
Wow.
I couldn't comprehend it.
The fact that you were able to recall that though so quick and actually say Zack Snyder,
right?
That's pretty like.
Well, Neel, it was a traumatic experience. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I watched my dreams get murdered in front of me. I mean, it was a good set. You know.
Yeah. No, it was a good set.
No, it was a good set. But it ruined my career. So
they can watch it on your Twitter. You posted the video.
Yeah, check it out. I have it on TikTok, Instagram.
Oh,
all
dude,
that stuff.
yes. Also, your TikTok took off over the pandemic.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, it was helped by the Zack Snyder video for sure.
Right.
But been posting more in there and just trying to have fun with the new fun Gen Z format. You know what I mean? Just adapting to the new platform.
You do a smart thing because it's like you do a lot of like reaction videos to other people, and I think that's such a good vehicle for stand-ups.
Right.
It's like
you're just commenting.
Just tags. Yeah, you roast a thing or whatever.
Or do like an act out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's very accessible and it's like an evergreen thing. And you can I like to find like weird videos that a lot of people haven't seen, and just like. So there's a little bit of an art to like finding them. Yeah. Which takes a lot of just mining, just like scrolling.
What do you mean? Do you look by like seeing what's trending, or do you?
No, not even that. Just like just anything that's like
you.
Super weird that I find that doesn't have a lot of views. Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. I know like no one's like reacted to this.
Dude, that's like every clip on our Instagram page.
Right. What's up?
Yeah. Just like like weird and like not a lot of views.
Yeah. 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 I'll do a react video to
She literally has
TL.
every video on our page.
Yeah.
Just like shaving bologna, a big block of bologna.
No, but that's fun, and then I like making little sketches on there sometimes.
Yeah, man.
So that I don't
Super
know.
dope, man.
Just trying to figure it out still.
Yeah.
You remember what we thought TikTok was going to be shut down?
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hated that.
There was that day, right?
That felt
crazy.
when that happened. I was like, "This has become very personal to me now." Like, I feel like Trump on a personal level is like, "Fuck your life." Like the one social media platform I've had success with trying for like 5 years, and then they're like, "Well, actually, fuck that one." Just like waking up to that. I hated that so much, dude.
Man,
That shit sucked.
That was like what, a day or two or 2 days, 3 days, or it was like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
it was wild. It was up in the air. They're like, we're gonna take it away, and then they're like, here's a date. We're gonna decide by then. It was a lot of just like putting it off. I think now it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it seems fine. They
Now it's in
opened
the
up.
clear.
They got one in America, right? Like a TikTok America.
Yeah, I think so. I think the
Yeah.
CEO is American now or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah. It's
Anyways,
I mean, people are just cool with the Chinese having their information.
I don't care.
People are just
I don't care. If that's what it is, I don't care. I've already decided.
I don't have anything.
That's what I come like for me in conspiracy theories. Like, I'm not even saying that's a conspiracy theory because that wouldn't surprise
I think it's
me.
just very real.
Yeah, it could totally be real.
Right.
But just in general, when people like are speculating about stuff that hasn't been confirmed publicly or whatever, I generally am usually just like, I just don't even care. Even if that's
it's
real,
confirmed.
I don't
It's
care.
literally confirmed.
Yeah.
But again, I have nothing. Like it's like, like I'm black.
Take it.
They don't want me. it's Kyle. Really, you're the one.
they only if you can play basketball.
Right.
Only if you're Stephon Marbury.
I'm telling you right now, when they come here, I'm not going to cover for you either.
I get it.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm not even no hard feelings.
Yeah, he was here last week. We were recording. He's an editor by day.
I'm like leaving. You're like taking pictures of my license plate in my car and stuff. I'll see you later.
Jonas draws an artist rendering of you.
Yeah.
I remember it. That's interesting because Jonas, you don't have social media, but your face is all over the internet because we post these clips all the time.
I've seen the photos. It's funny because like I'm the one guest you guys have had on that probably knows you guys better than anybody.
Agreed.
I've watched every
That's
episode.
crazy.
Guys, he
That is
sees the
crazy.
stuff that we don't put up. You understand? Like that's
I know the B sides, the
Right.
C sides.
Yeah.
I know the
gonna-
hits. I
The
know
dirty
the
D
hits.
side.
You're gonna extort us one day.
I have a whole blackmail file on my computer.
Oh my god.
Cancelable quotes just all over it.
Oh my gosh.
That's a sizzle reel
Cancel
I've cut together.
Sizzle reel. Oh my god.
He has
man.
like career-ending stuff in his disposal.
I'm being an editor is
Oh
like
my god. Yeah,
it's a brilliant move. It's a blackmail artist.
Absolutely. Those
Jonas
are the
doing that
powerful-
Japanese accent. Yeah. That's I'm pretty sure that actually made it.
That
Made
will
it
take
episode.
away my SNL. That, dude.
At least you can prepare for it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
At least you know. At least the bar's already been set. You know, the bar's been set. Speaking of bars being set, man, a new bar has been set in the world of spelling bees.
Wow,
here we go.
Neel, you gonna try to run around?
The Scripps spelling bee.
You're gonna try to run around.
Run around what?
Neel, you know what we have to talk about.
Well, let me. That was smooth. That was smooth.
Yeah.
You think? You think?
Wait.
Now you gotta go. Now you gotta go. It's on.
No,
It's
no.
on you now. The ball's been passed to you.
No, Neel. I mean, we have Kyle here.
Yeah.
I just feel like we got to talk about what's gonna happen in the future.
Oh.
Word.
Yeah.
Wow, just halted whatever momentum was
Absolutely.
I
rolling.
think it's time for a
Absolutely.
PSA.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Halted.
Just a moment of silence, everybody, for.
Kyle was a guy with hair. He had a TikTok video.
He was an editor by day.
That would be hilarious. Oh my God.
No, it did. Yeah, I'm leaving the island, man.
Yeah.
Taking a sabbatical from the island. I'm going to the grad school in New York, man.
Yeah.
So, dear viewers, all 83 of you, we're gonna switch to Zoom. That's right. We're gonna keep this show going because we care about friendship.
Yeah.
And having something to do.
Well, you know, when Neel told me this, you know, I had my doubts about the Zoom format.
Mm-hmm.
I had my doubts about primarily because I've done a few Zoom shows, you know,
Right.
And I was like, if it's gonna be anything like this, I'll just quit. Like, you know,
No pressure's on.
right.
I gotta give some laughs. Oh my god. Well, most Zoom shows, there were some shows that were like, all right, audience is muted, so there was no like over feedback of like what you were doing. So that you taking away like, to me, like 50 to 60% of stand up is the audience reacting to your shit immediately.
The timing is off too. The timing
Yeah.
is off.
Yeah.
So this already is that in a way. We don't have an audience,
Right.
you know, that's responding. We're just talking. So
It'll be good. We'll figure it
I think
out.
it'll be fine.
Yeah,
you
there's
know,
certain websites you can use other than Zoom that have like no real latency problems.
Mm-hmm.
I've used them before, but you know,
Right.
it'll one way or another, we'll figure it out.
Are you
think
gonna
so.
do this through the dark web? Like, what are you gonna do,
Guys, we're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you have to keep asking questions about it. I'm gonna handle it. Okay.
Kyle's in talks with China.
Yeah, what program does ISIS use?
Windows 2030.
He's like, you guys, I have a great guest for you this week. Got this great ISIS recruiter.
Ahmed
Very
Al-Jazzi.
eloquent.
Eloquent.
Very good at recruiting.
Eloquent, man. You got it, dude.
You should give him a platform.
I love that, dude. Just like an ISIS recruiter, like a guy with like a skateboard and a backwards hat. Just like, in fucking George.
just like
hey,
showing
dude,
up.
what's up, man? Hey, I like to hang out. You like sports cards? I have a sports card. Hey, I have a group of friends. We talk about sports cards. You hang out. Kill for God. You know what I mean?
So I mean, so everything's worked out on the East Coast. You're gonna start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll start the ISIS chapter out there.
Right. Yeah, you can start. Doc, you've also been incorporating music. You've also incorporated music in the app too.
Yeah,
you started that during the pandemic. You do clips anyway.
I do the clips. Yeah, the clips online.
Great.
Yeah, it's just like
You made the music for this show.
I made the music for the show.
This is what you do.
That was one of the first things. Yeah.
That was my idea, by the way.
That-
That was my idea.
There was.
produced it.
Yeah.
Jonas was in the studio like.
You're playing a completely different song on your headphones.
Oh my gosh, man! Yeah. You were just like, you know that video of Timbaland and Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Like Timbaland shows Jay-Z like dirt off his shoulders, and it's just like it's like an office level like zoom on Jay-Z, and he's just.
Yeah. Like the first time you heard it.
Yeah. And then it just cuts to Timbaland. He's dancing. He's got like a jug of like pink drink.
Oh yeah, he was behind the piano, right?
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
Really
Just
big. He
showed
was
me.
really fat then.
He was yeah.
Yeah.
Timber. Timberland. But yeah, dude, we started the looping thing over pandemic. Started this podcast over pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And things grow and fucking change and move. You know. So
This
that's
was
what we're doing.
originally Neil's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought of doing this podcast before the pandemic.
Yeah.
You told me about
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
So
The pandemic kind of gave everyone an opportunity to think about stuff like this and wanting to do it.
Right.
I think.
But we wanted to do it before the pandemic.
right. Well, we
Right.
just as well could have not. Like
I just think it
know.
it gave people a catalyst to do stuff because
Right.
you have all this time now, or like
right.
you can't hang out with anyone, so it's like maybe just put it into like creative endeavors or
Right.
whatever. That's how I feel about my shit.
That's definitely it.
I don't think that I would have had any success like online if it wasn't for the pandemic, because I didn't
Right.
even care about any of that stuff. And then the pandemic happened. I was like, can't do stand up, so I might as well just like post stand up clips.
Right.
It's like
Dude,
kind of
the pandemic
getting
has
it.
made a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
The pandemic has made a lot of. I mean, even for people who aren't entertainers, just look at like crypto, like 18-year-old millionaires now off of GameStop, and,
right.
like stocks and stuff.
Right.
Shorting the stocks.
So
and everything,
yeah, dude.
Maddie's deep into that.
Really?
She's deep into the stock game, the GME and
Wow.
and
Maddie, you
all
wanna
this stuff.
talk about stocks?
Yeah. Yeah.
About to
jet.
ride the
jet.
wave,
You
dude.
heard it
I
here.
can't even look at my crypto wallet anymore.
Really?
It's like looking at a friend that just did you dirty.
I just,
That your friend that just called
Why are
you
you
a
looking
random-
at me, Neel?
No, not at all. But you did convince me to get into it. But
Listen.
I was excited about it.
Listen.
But now
just
it's
wait.
just-
Just wait. Just wait.
We're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be.
no, you put your money in Doji?
No, I didn't do Doge.
You did V chain.
I did
mainly,
V.
right?
V was doing
You
great.
had
for me.
Cardano.
Had Cardano, got rid of that, and that went up. Just the bit in the Ethereum, it's tough to look at.
Right.
It'll
go back.
It
up.
has to go back because you look at the graphs of like
you
it's
say it
when
like a
started.
desperate man, like on the roof of a building. It has to go back up, Kyle. You don't understand. It has to.
The wind's blowing really hard.
Right.
Yeah. Your tie is like
Yeah.
So, but that's what it is. It's the long game, right? It's
Yeah.
about just
Yeah.
Right. I'm
Just
not
be
buying
patient.
anymore. I'm just holding.
Yeah, just hold.
Just holding.
Just hold.
Hold
Just
the fort.
I don't believe in selling at a loss, I think
You can't.
write it out.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
we're young enough you could write it out.
Yeah, it's fine.
But do you guys back on like the pandemic and then we're like transitioning back into regular life a little bit more. Society's coming. Stand up in particular is like back. Do you guys have any like? It's kind of weird because we all kind of developed our little cocoon during the pandemic, and now it's like okay, I gotta like step back out into the world. How's that been for you guys?
Do you want to go?
Yeah. I mean, you're the guest.
You go.
I'm looking at both of you equally.
Yeah. I'll go. Yeah, it's been a little weird for sure. I still feel like I'm knocking some of the rust off, but I'm writing a lot more. I'm starting to go to more mics and stuff throughout the week, and I feel comfortable with it. I will say I went to Atlanta a couple weeks ago and did some shows there, and that was great.
Sick.
It was super fun. It was just like overwhelming almost to do comedy inside again with like 100 people and stuff. Like going from doing comedy at like an outdoor show at like a park.
Yeah.
Where that's your norm to that, you're like, whoa, this is so different and better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could like feel laughter.
Yeah.
That
So that was cool, but yeah, I still feel like I think everyone's gonna take a little bit long. It's gonna take everyone a little while to get like back to their form. I think.
Yeah.
Just 'cause taking a year off, I think is. I don't know. But it sets you back.
Do you think? I mean, well, that's my question. Is like, what from the isolation do we take into society? I think there was a part of me that was like, oh, it's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna like be excited to see each other again and whatever, and it's gonna be this renewed love for humanity. But it hasn't been like that at all.
People
man.
just
Like,
tired.
it's like we're all.
just
Yeah, it feels more
tired.
like this. We all acknowledge that there's just not a lot of time left.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this shit is just flimsy.
But also, it's like a thing in the back of your mind. Like, I don't know about everyone else, but like in mine, it's kind of like, oh, that's time gone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you just kind of have to look forward. But it was weird because I was like, there were comics who were in California able to get stage time even in the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so, I mean, I was able to do it a few times.
Right.
And then when I saw that, like, my stand-up was okay, I was just like, oh, I just stopped panicking. I was like,
Right,
all right, I'll just
right.
get to this when we're ready.
When
Yeah.
it's ready, right?
You know, but I have this podcast now. I'm writing other stuff. It's like, it's
Right.
other,
Right.
You're working the muscles.
right. It's
Yeah.
other creative
Totally.
outlets.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. You guys do different things, though. That's I think what helps too. You understand?
Right.
There's like 3-4 things. You
Right.
understand?
Mhm,
You
mhm.
do like 3-4 things.
Right.
You do like one thing, but you. but
You do one thing with the confidence that like all I need is this one thing.
yeah.
I'm good at it then.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it very you take away something different for sure.
Yeah, I definitely feel like stand up
Mhm.
for me has been like it's been doing more shows and stuff, like doing the road has been super dope.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
I don't feel like I'm grinding as hard when I'm back in LA.
Right.
Cuz then I'm
Right.
working on music or the podcast and I'm having to pack and stuff now too.
Right.
So it's-
Right.
Do you?
I wonder what that's going to
Do you guys think about any like missed opportunities? Like
Like during the pandemic.
Before it was just like, you know, because there were all those missed opportunities that you missed out on because you were just like
yeah,
fuck, like just too late, whatever the fuck it was.
Right, when you get that text that like I don't know, like Chappelle's in the OR.
Right.
Come through, man. He's talking to all the comics. He's doing a Q&A with all the comedians, man.
Yeah.
Or just any shit like that.
Right.
When you're like, man, I already crossed the 101.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Chappelle will be there again.
Right.
You
And
know?
then it's like, I was like, you missed. Dude, I heard stuff like that about the Cellar too. Like there would be nights where they would just like put comics up, and you just had to be there.
You just had to be there.
And I knew comics who were told like, he's like, yo, you should come out, and it was just like, oh, I didn't feel like going out.
Yeah.
He's like, past like 4 comics.
Right.
You're just sitting there crying. You've been out there for 2 years.
Right.
You know, it's so for sure there's something to take away.
Yeah.
There's something to take away. You know, do you think Neel, you think you're gonna take away? Do you feel like there's anything that you'll take away from LA? Like, you understand, in terms of how you go out there? You know,
take away from LA.
Yeah, like
what lessons have you learned here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just like don't trust anybody. Everyone's trying to swindle you in this life.
Honestly, that's a good mindset to have going to New York, I think.
Yeah.
Be tough. Just be tough.
Yeah,
you know?
but
like you're going to prison. You got to be the toughest guy there. You know?
Yeah,
that's the thing, bro. I'm not like tough presenting, so I gotta find some like white circles. You know, I gotta get around with some white circles.
Right.
You know,
Just go to Brooklyn, dude.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Just
No,
chill
I think people generally are pretty. You know, people are generally pretty.
I don't know.
nice.
The thing about Neel though, man, Neel has a demeanor like he's gonna stick out there. Like, I mean, one New Yorker is just gonna have a conversation with him and realize, all right, this guy's not from here. Let's rob him. You know? Like someone is gonna put 2 and 2 together. You understand? Like, he's like, all right, he's not. You just way too chill, man.
Yeah.
You're way, like, you understand? So you know, that's the thing too. That's, you know, for sure. Like, you can act up. I think Neel give it away for sure.
I appreciate that, Jonas. Appreciate your confidence in me as a man and a friend.
Dude, Jonas is gonna like text you a bunch like the first week you're there and be like, "Are you okay, dude?"
Yeah,
like, he's just checking in.
And by Labor Day, I'm not gonna hear anything from him.
You're dead to me.
I've been living on your couch this whole time.
It's my podcast now, Neel. I have the set.
He hasn't heard from me in months. I'm sleeping on his bed.
Just a video of a time lapse, like a live time lapse of Jonas sleeping on the couch. No, man, yeah, man. I feel like I'm about to say like, yeah, I don't think I'll get robbed, and then I'm seeing like in the future somebody watching it and immediately going, oh, I'm gonna rob that guy. I will find him and rob him.
He's too trusting.
No, man. I think yeah, man. We almost got robbed in India once, and I think that was like you know, there's a certain energy if you engage with somebody that you can just tell they don't have your best intentions.
Yeah.
But I do gotta get like a, I don't know, like a whistle.
Dude.
I may get a whistle.
Maybe. Get
Like
some
an
mace.
old cop whistle. Oh, mace would be good.
Or like a taser or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Or I just play the rapper Mace. I play Welcome Back every time. On a Bluetooth speaker, I hold it out.
And then you just get robbed.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I don't even understand what's happening. We're going to take that. Take your speaker.
No, I have, honestly, in reality, I have absolute faith in you, man. I have absolute faith.
Yeah.
It sounds like it, dude. Sounds like it.
No, but I really do.
It
I
sounds
have
like
100%. I do. I have 100%.
You sound like you're going to rob me.
No. As soon as you land, all right, he's there.
Here's his address. He gave it to me.
That fool. Oh my god, man.
Dude, you're moving there for education, man. Speaking of education, man.
Okay, thank you. Great. Keep
Here we
going.
go. Look out.
nice.
Transition.
Listen,
Smooth.
listen. I'm on your side, Neel. I'm on your side.
And so's the AC. Sounds like it.
So, yeah, man. Dude, speaking of education, man. You know, for the past 300 years, Indians have ruled the spelling bee competition.
300.
Yeah, for best 300.
Yeah, since before the inception of
English, yes.
English.
Absolutely, yes. They have dominated, and for the first time in history, since the cavemen, they have been updated, and Neel is there live. Right.
Thanks, Jonas. I'm here live at the graveyard site, the National Script Spelling Bee. The demise and disappointment here reeks in the air, Jonas.
Wow.
An Indian American has not won the spelling bee for the first time in 300 years. I'm getting reports in now that there is a brawl outside amongst different aunties and uncles in the parking lot.
Wow.
Over the spelling. Jonas, I'm going to have to get out there.
Quick question, Neel. Now, are they dumping the bodies next to the dead COVID patients? What's happening out there? What's happening out there?
Yes, some of the contestants that were eliminated were immediately murdered by their families. The bodies are being placed next to the stage, and there's some sort of fire ritual happening.
Wow.
Next to it.
Fire ritual.
Wow.
And one of the judges is wanting to speak on camera, but we're not going to have that, right?
No. We'll just turn to the police. Kyle.
Oh man. Oh god. I wish I wasn't the police right now.
Cop that doesn't want to be a cop.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know why I pulled you over.
Do you just want to talk? The cop who just pulls people over just to talk to him. Oh god.
Shit is hard out here, huh?
Have you ever been in love before?
I wrote this screenplay. It's a rom-com about a cop named Kyle.
How many scripts can we have? We're just like generating ideas for scripts I'm gonna write.
For sure.
But
One of them are going to stick for sure.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
At this rate, something's going to stick.
This is genius.
Now
Right.
listen, speaking of scripts, at the Scripps National Spelling Bee,
Here we go.
history was made
Professional.
by Zyla Avant-Garde,
Yes.
the first African American ever to win, and the first female African American ever to win the spelling bee. Jonas,
Yeah.
we have the final word that Zyla spelled, and I would like for you to spell it.
Yeah. So her final word.
The word is Mariah.
It's Mariah.
Mariah.
Can you say it in a sentence?
The final word of the contest is Mariah.
All right. So it's MURR.
Remember our rehearsal, Jonas. We ran this, Jonas.
I see my dad in the stands.
He's like mouthing it to you like.
Yeah, just a dad with a big ass dictionary.
No, my dad would just have a belt in his hand. No, it would be nothing encouraging. Yeah, so I went with MURRAYA.
That is correct.
That is correct.
That is correct, Jonas.
Wow.
Congratulations, you just won this. My hand's so sweaty.
No,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
fine. That's
The
fine.
clammiest sandwich.
Congratulations.
I'm the first African American male to win the.
That's right.
Is that true?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Yeah,
This
I'm gonna
podcast's about to blow up.
No, for sure. I'm gonna write that on Wikipedia right now. Yeah.
Jonas, are
I'm
you
the first-
like a good speller in general?
Dude, I used to be.
What do you mean used to?
Dude, spelling was like my number one. Like,
Really?
yeah, dude, it was killing
Damn,
it, man.
they were eyeing you at Scripps.
Dude.
There's just a big
Talent
control
scouts.
room, yeah, with just cameras at your school.
I'm just a fat 1-year-old with a bow tie, just crushing these spellings.
It's a big ass lollipop, one of those rainbow swirl ones. TASTY.
Dude, anything with words, man, it just worked for me, man. You know,
Anything with words.
English, anything with words. Like I was just like,
It's a
whatever.
gift of gab, huh?
Yeah, I just liked it. You know,
Mm.
you were good at math and science, right?
I was, man.
Mhm.
I was, and then that shit fell off for me hard.
Wow.
With
Yeah.
geometry. I was like, oh, math is over for me.
Really?
Yeah. I still took all the, you take all the classes because
Yeah.
you have to.
Did you take calculus?
Horrible at calculus.
I was terrible at math too, man.
You did?
That was my worst subject. Yeah.
Wait. What math did you take?
Oh man, just like the lowest I possibly could. I don't even remember all of them.
Is that arithmetic?
So like my parents like
finger
my
math
report card. Yeah. Arithmetic 101.
Every page is just finger.
yeah. This many. I can answer by saying this many.
Every answer is this many.
Yeah. No, it was like calculus and trigonometry, but it was like the lowest levels of them that I could take. And then in college, I tested out of math somehow. It was multiple choice, and I'm just like really good at multiple choice, and I just figured out all the answers, I guess. Yeah. I just guessed right, probably, and I tested out of math. I never had to take it in college, even though I was terrible at it.
Wow,
it was very clutch.
Yeah, I didn't like that about like trig. Is like, it's so like tell me the rules. Tell me the rule that was used. Or what theorem is
right?
This?
You have to like prove everything.
Prove it. It's already been proved. What am I proving this for?
I don't. Yeah, it's like this weird like obsessive need to like show your work.
It's
Why do I need to show my work all the time? I don't have to do that with anything else. Yeah, it is just either just like.
I think it was weird. Like if you showed the work any other way other than how they showed you,
right,
wrong. Like the answer would be the same,
right,
wrong.
How you got there was wrong,
dude. I would sometimes get the answer right.
It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, I wrote what I wrote.
Yeah. There was times where
it's mine.
That I cheat. It doesn't matter.
I feel like there were times where I got the answer right somehow. Like I knew it somehow, but I couldn't remember how I got there.
Right.
And then I'd have to try to reverse engineer like the work, and I just like I try to make it so complicated, my handwriting so shitty that I couldn't tell, like it didn't make sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it was like, if I get the answer right, like fuck. I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
Right.
Dude, that's real.
You see, down south is weird. See, because my high school was in the country. So I didn't like math, but and what made it worse was all my math teachers were racist. So it didn't.
That sounds rough. Yeah. I would not like math either.
Every time.
Jesus, dude. He gives you 3/5 of the grade that you were supposed to get.
Oh shit. Yeah.
All of them, dude. Like I just hated it so much. So I just.
Did he like single you out? Were there any other black kids in your class?
No, there were others. I mean, there were others, but I just wasn't feeling it, man.
Damn.
But then I took it again in college, and then when I took physics 2, I was like, oh, I get it now.
You just didn't have a racist teacher.
Right. Where did you go to college?
So I actually went to USF. So that's
South Florida.
Yeah, South Florida and Tampa.
Oh man, that's where one of Michael Jordan's sons went.
Oh no, yeah, he went to UCF, which was like an hour away.
UCF.
That's the Knights, right?
Yeah, Central. Right, yeah, so he went there.
Y'all the Bulls?
Yeah, the Bulls. Yeah.
Wow.
And dude, like people knew his son. Like his son was like.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think he could have gone to USF? He's like, I can't go to a place called the Bulls. It's like the comparison would be too strong.
No.
Just a big ass cigar. He's like, I wouldn't do that.
Number 23 Bulls jersey. That's retired.
Actually, I did not think about that at all.
Yeah, no, I didn't either.
I did not
great
think
connection.
about that.
Now, yeah.
Wow.
Man, but yeah, man, I don't know.
I took that personal.
Yeah, I was like,
smoking a fat cigar.
Right.
He like goes back to school with other colleges in that division just to like dunk on his kid.
No, Michael Jordan would just buy the school.
Yeah,
right.
Then just end the basketball program.
The program.
Yeah, you don't have a team anymore.
He just goes and deflates all the basketballs with a knife.
Kills all their scholarships.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's horrible.
I tell you what though, Zayla, she got a bunch of scholarship offers, full ride scholarships to I think 14 universities.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so, man.
Master dribbler.
Yeah.
Yes.
World record holder.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Of the dribbling.
She's a Renaissance woman. She's got all these talents.
She's avant-garde.
Yeah. I was watching a video. She was just like, there's this video of her, like she turned like 12 or 13 or something. and she just woke up and she goes, today's my birthday and I feel like breaking the Guinness World Records today. And she literally like the officiator comes over and she just dribbles for like hours and like breaks a record.
Wow, that's some goat shit right
Dude,
there.
that's
Just
right.
casually just calling. That's
Just
Babe Ruth,
casually.
like
Yeah.
pointing to the home run.
On your birthday too.
On her birth, yeah. She's like, I don't know, I just feel like
I
it.
feel like it.
She's
What
like
an
the night
attitude.
before. She's like, have the cameras rolling in the morning.
It's tomorrow.
Right. You understand? Dude, I wake up and decide to go back to bed. She's like making changes.
Right.
Like
You make the
real-
Guinness World
Dude,
Record
here's
of
the
sleep.
real question,
Yeah.
because I do feel like because obviously like that's awesome talent and stuff. I do feel like we hear about kids like this all the time,
Mhm.
and then like 10 years, 15 years later, it's like we never really hear what happens with them. I would love to see like where she ends up 10 years from now. You know what I mean? Like she has like so much potential.
Yeah.
You know?
You
I
care
think
about
like
the
she's
long game.
right. She's
Yeah.
interested in like aerospace, things like that, and you know the species is going to space, so
Right.
Yeah.
she'll be at least on her way out.
Do you think we're really gonna go to space? Do you think we'll be able to like?
Oh
fly
yeah,
something?
man. Space colonization.
Yeah.
It's happening right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's like
First
the
you gotta get
beginnings of
there.
it.
Yeah, we probably hundreds
The
of years
hype.
away.
The hype train is starting.
It's starting.
So you don't think we'll probably experience it?
No,
This is
I don't
gonna
think
be
we
for,
will.
Like,
No.
I think it'll be out of our price range. Like it will, because it's gonna be like $500,000 for a ticket or something.
Damn, dude.
Probably.
But it's a one-way ticket
Sure. But you gotta,
one-way ticket to where?
to just out there. You just get popped out.
Dude,
of
I'm
the
gonna tell you
side.
right now. If this thing becomes available to the public, there's gonna be a lot of black people left on Earth.
Oh, there's gonna be
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
Right.
bring
There's gonna
many black
be-
people with them.
No, just black people won't go. Like we're just not going to space. We're not going to space.
Honestly, smart
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Get down from there. We're not going to space.
Yeah.
You understand that? No, that's crazy. I mean, because you saw Richard Branson went on the thing,
Yeah.
and it was just like he wasn't even sure. Like he wasn't even sure.
Richard Branson's doing that. I saw he did a video that was supposed to be like an inspiring post.
Yeah.
Like to the he was out there like to the children down on Earth, and then he looked out the window like shit. I should be down there. I was once
Yeah.
a child down there
So
in the safety of
condescending, bro.
gravity.
Yeah.
There was.
And he brought two women up there with him too.
He did.
And you know
Wow.
he suggested it.
Right.
Like
For
so,
sure.
What would that be
Minaj?
called? Like the 1,000-mile club or something?
Right.
You know, that's such a
1,000-mile
CEO
club.
thing to do.
It is.
I'm gonna
right?
make this whole thing
Yeah.
about me, and when we get up there at the climax, I'm gonna climax.
Right.
It's not Virgin Airlines anymore.
Yeah, it comes down and the sign changed. It's like fucked airlines, like slutty airlines and
Slutty
shit.
Airlines.
That's how he takes every flight. He has to go with two women, make sure they don't have families.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
he's a
man.
billionaire. They're probably
Yeah.
trafficked in, you know.
Did you watch the thing? Did you watch the thing? Like the actual camera of him, like while it was like breaking the sound barriers.
No.
Dude, he like when it broke the sound barrier, like he went oh.
Dude.
because the thing shakes and he's so unsure.
Like
funny
there's a
to
second where he thinks he's gonna die.
Every time, like you hear like,
Oh, it's so funny. It's so much funnier because he's British.
yeah,
Right.
Like a British person being really, oh no.
It's like so
Jinkies.
goofy sounding. Yeah, it's like a cartoon.
Oh my gosh, man.
Dude, I mean, that's literally what he did, though. He spent all that, like, millions of dollars just to make a vlog. That's what he did. He was
Wow.
like, going to space adventure. He made a YouTube video
Wow.
of him going to space.
What do you guys think would happen if all the billionaires had went out there at once and never came back down?
I would love that.
That'd be great.
Get him out of here.
Be fine.
Get him out of here.
How are they gonna get their money?
Yeah, we'll just take all their
We'll
stuff.
just take their stuff.
We'll
You
sell
know
the
how quickly-
houses.
How quickly people would ransack Bezos's mansion.
Dude, I'm running up every Tesla store.
You should.
Dude, I'm taking
As
the
you
model
should.
out the showroom. You hear me?
That's the thing with like a lot of dystopian movies. There's never the dystopian movie about like the part where we have all the amenities of Earth,
Right.
and then there's just like people probably creating forts and shit, like in mansions in Bel Air, and then like just taking all the cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always already desolate.
Yeah, well, in California, you have to understand, the earthquake is going to get to all that. So ain't nobody going to get nothing here. But for everywhere else.
If it's an earthquake. But that's probably the most likely thing, right?
Yeah. Wasn't there an earthquake last night?
Oh, I don't know.
There's an earthquake.
They're happening a lot now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel it.
Yeah.
When people like natural disasters happen, people are like, "Oh yeah, it's the season."
Yeah.
It's like the season's getting long.
That's like a while. People don't know.
10 months.
Yeah.
It's fire season for 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, out of the year.
Yeah.
LA, people don't know like LA gets like a lot of like micro earthquakes kind of. Where it just shakes a little bit.
Tremors.
And you both are numb to it by now.
I haven't felt it. Last year on the 4th of July, I remember those two. Remember those two that were back to back? Like one day after the other?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I felt a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I've been like, okay, this is a little scary. We woke up to one a couple months ago. It was pretty scary.
One of two things happens. You either like, yes, let me like vocalize what's happening, or you just accept death.
Right.
I'm the silent type. I just feel it. I'm like, yep, this is it.
How many times in your life?
You guys are that comfortable.
How many times in your life have you had to do that where either you're like on an airplane and it's like going crazy or like an earthquake or like some kind of shitty, like a crazy storm or some shit and you're just like, I might die. It's totally out of my control.
Yeah.
Nope, not me.
That's happened to me once on a plane.
Yeah, it's happened to me on a plane.
A flight dropped for like
times.
4 Mississippis, but that's forever on a plane.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like how it was so dramatic. Going, a flight dropped for like 4 Mississippis. You're like a little kid. 4 Mississippis, bro.
Yeah. In 4 Mississippis, that's like 20 real-time seconds. That's
a
long time.
1 Mississippi, 2
Mississippis feel like
Yeah.
years, bro.
It was rough. But yeah, you just, I don't know. And then the people that scream when you aren't anymore, you're kind of like, yeah, you screamed. You kind of are a little resentful of those folks.
Yeah. I want to
because you kind of wish you were that dramatic or like cared that much to scream.
Well, it's kind of annoying and it's a little embarrassing.
It's embarrassing
because when everything turns out to be fine, you feel so stupid.
Right.
Like, I was so dumb. I was being a dramatic idiot. Like
everyone else will remember you too.
Right. I remember that one lady.
Yeah.
She got on her knees and started praying out loud.
Yeah. They're gonna remember that yell.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the Richard Branson. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. Well, man, we've run out of time on this episode.
What?
Yeah. Yes, that is the end of the episode. Maddie is here. Maddie built this entire set.
Yeah.
She's
a set designer.
Thank you for that. I don't know if you want to come on the.
Yeah.
You do what you want. You don't have
just
to.
Come.
You don't have to.
Just get in.
Here.
You just like
just get in.
Tap in for Kyle.
Sub in. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Damn. Oh wow.
Maddie.
Yes.
Weird.
Maddie.
Like entered.
I know you're into the void now.
Right.
Welcome to the island.
Right. Into the serververse.
You're into the.
I think the second person, I hear all the editing, so I get to. He watches it all, but I hear it all.
Wow.
Yeah.
You show so much love, man.
Yeah, but this is a set.
This is what you built.
Maddie just like
Right.
Kyle was editing some video at his place, and Maddie was just like, this could look a lot better. And then you thought of this design. You like showed up with actual prints of the design, which I thought was very professional and dope. And then you just busted this shit out in like 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
Right.
This
is wild.
Rush Limbaugh had died, so I was just like listening to all the weird Fox News stuff about that.
Oh yeah,
the whole
right.
time. And I think I was just like a dad out there, like frickin' Rush Limbaugh. Like, God, yeah, he's not a hero.
Did Rush Limbaugh write this set? I don't. Oh, okay. I just sort of.
If she based it off of Rush Limbaugh's set.
So fly leaves have like a really wild shape, but they're it's like all intersecting like this. So I kind of tried to do that for like your. When you say welcome to the island, and like they could be palms, they could be whatever, but it's supposed to mimic foliage in like a really geometric way, but also something that could be easily filmed, and you could kind of cut off at whatever angle. And then I just thought you guys would look great in the bisexual lighting. And
oh my
You
God,
nailed
the talks that we had
nailed
about the bisexual lighting is
You nailed it. Where did you get the moonlight vibe?
wait,
For,
from Moonlight.
From Moonlight, but it's like what?
It's Beechler. It looks like it's Beechler, but Hannah Beechler is one of my favorite production designers. She designed Moonlight, but she also does all of Beyonce's like really cool. Like she did the whole Lemonade series, and then she did Black Panther.
That's hard.
But in terms of like when you're choosing colors, like different skin tones look better on different backdrops, and so much shit is made for white people and looks stupid, but we really needed really pretty jewel tones like the sofa. And this is your sofa, obviously.
Yeah.
But like picking colors that I knew would look good with existing furniture that you had, and with not my skin tone color.
Right, which is amazing.
Yeah, but
that's a legit problem in Hollywood right now.
It
Like,
totally is.
like literally, like they can't find people, like even set designers to complement. You know, like sets with like marginalized community. Like it's a challenge.
Totally. I mean, Hannah Beechler alone, the fact that she got it was like a $30 million art department budget to manage.
Wow.
And she had done all of Ryan Coogler's earlier things. So she did Fruitvale Station and she did Creed. But it says a lot about him that he actually takes his team with him.
Right. Did she do Space Jam?
She did not do Space Jam. She was working on last I saw. She was working on the new well, it was they're calling it Wakanda Forever, but the new Black Panther movie. It's necessarily Black Panther, but she's a boss, and she did both movies, and I think she has a better understanding, and women have a really good perception of color depth.
For sure.
Not to get into gender stuff, but men's eyes, rods, and cones have a better perception of contrast.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not good at
that's why guys are more racist.
Neil?
No, but contrast. You get both. You have contrast and color.
Yeah.
These, so I'll get out of here. I don't know.
No, I
you're
just
good.
honestly, I'm gonna count you as our second female guest.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, for sure. We were lacking in that. We needed more.
Jonas. We are lacking.
So for sure. For real.
Thank you for your work.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Well, we ran out of space on the memory card,
Cool.
so the video's out.
Great. Wait, should we just keep holding the microphone?
Oh, we'll close it. Listen, if you're still listening to this, this is over a black screen, perhaps. But
The credits are
thank you so much for listening to Papaya Night Not News. We'll be back next week. Alan is not here to woo woo, so Maddie, would you like to?
Yeah.
Woo woo.
There we go.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Thanks, everybody.
Papaya 9 Not News with Neel and Jonas.
Papaya 9 Not News
with Neel and Jonas.